crowd more as you were bringing through your ideas, and 4 changes with great results today. How proud are you of the team?
Yes, very happy. Obviously, to win consistently is the most difficult thing, performing at the highest level as well. And we decided to make some changes because the boys played so many minutes, and there are a few as well knocking on the door, and they deserve to play, and they did really well.
Really cruel for Jesus to be sat in the stands, but he got to his feet to applaud Arteta And Nketiah. Hasn't scored since August, but my goodness, a hat-trick, and then kind enough to hand the penalty to Vieira. Arsene Wenger brought him to the club. How much have you loved having him with you?
Yeah, I was very happy for him. As you said, obviously he had a few games that he hasn't scored, and that's the most important thing for him, and he's been a bit struggling with that. Today I think he performed really well, took his goals and his chances really, really well, so really happy for him.
Edgar, in the programme notes, said ahead of this game that you always change the ideas, as does Declan. He said the preparation for this was preparing for it like it was a Champions League match. Can you elaborate on that a bit more?
Just coming back from Seville, I know it's tricky. Emotionally, it was a really intense match because it was a lot at stake. Before you have played City and Chelsea, and then you have to play at home. And I wanted to make sure on Thursday that they knew the game that we had to play and the difficulty of it, and the approach that was like any other game or better. And I think they've done it.
How hard is it to make such a dramatic change against a team like Sheffield United, who put on really big and strong displays against Manchester United, against Manchester City? It's a big commitment. Was it a gamble?
A gamble to make changes? Yeah. No, because I have full trust in my players, and to do that as well, they have to feel that, and you have to give them opportunities. And today was a really important game after the draw at Stamford Bridge, and the best way to give them accountability and let them be themselves is to play them.
Tomiyasu as well, an incredible week for him in front of and behind the goal.
Really happy for him. His 50th appearance, I think it is, and he scored a goal. And you see how much they love him, how the players were trying to push into the corner to celebrate with the fans. So a lot of positives today.
Unbeaten still, back to second in the league, closing that gap back to 2 points. And Arsene Wenger, who built this stadium, just saying how proud he is to see you also being able to get big signings in, spend the money so wisely on Declan. What does that mean to you?
Well, we know, you know how much I love him, how much it means for me. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for him, because he brought me to the club and always trusted me. So it's a joy and privilege to have him around, and you still sense a lot about him here every time you hear.
Thank you so much.
Half. So this is where we're at then in match week 10. We saw Spurs beat Palace, of course, on Friday to go top of the table, clear by 5 points at that time. Brentford beating Chelsea for the 3rd straight time at Stamford Bridge. Goals from Pinnock and Mbeumo making it possible there. Arsenal remain unbeaten after a big win over bottom club Sheffield United. Arteta And Nketiah grabbing a hat-trick, and a huge first win of the season for Andoni Iraola's Bournemouth against Burnley. Burnley having a VAR ruling out a late equaliser for a tight offside call. Still to come today, Wolves against Newcastle. 5 games on Sunday, culminating in that Manchester derby at Old Trafford. So Sheffield United's misery continues, and as you can see here at the bottom of the table, they remain rock bottom on 20th position with just 1 point from 10 games played. Burnley are now second bottom, with Luton dropping into the relegation zone, but they've got a game in hand. Bournemouth move out of the bottom 3 to 17th by a point. The other move is Chelsea dropped to 11th after defeat to Brentford. Brentford move into the top half in 10th place after that win at Stamford Bridge. Newcastle can go 5th with a win at Wolves later. Arsenal are now second on 24 points with just 2 points off the leaders, Spurs.
Well done. Congratulations. What an amazing afternoon for you. So between the first goal, that touch you give that takes the defender away before you score the goal, the second goal with that strike finish, and the third goal with the long distance shot, what was your favorite?
Probably the third, to be fair. Yeah, I think to top it off with the hat-trick was really nice, and it was a good strike from outside the box.
And didn't fancy the fourth, because I saw you giving the ball to him.
I was on it. I was going to take it, but Fabio, it was a special moment for him. I think he's expecting a baby, and he won the penalty, so he asked if he could take it. I said, of course, team sport. I've got 3, so yeah.
Well, Sheffield United, they sat deep, especially in the first half. But not only you managed to find goals, you managed to find 3 goals. So what was important in the way you move, in the way you read the game, to find those spaces and find the 3 goals?
Yeah, just stay patient. In games like this, where it's tight and it's low, it's about staying patient, staying in the right areas, arriving in the right areas, and my teammates found me today, and I was able to finish my chances.
And emotionally, how did it feel for you to score the hat-trick?
Yeah, amazing. It's my first Premier League hat-trick here with the fans, the supporters, my family, my friends, and to do it with my teammates is an amazing feeling. So really happy with the 3 goals and the win.
And another nice moment when you got the captain's armband. How was it?
No, dream come true. A special moment for me, obviously, being a childhood fan to captain the squad and to lead the team. You know, obviously, B was first-time captain as well, which is really good. So now we're here. We came from a Halo and we know what it means to the club. So it's really proud and special for us to be able to wear the armband.
You got a chance in the team after Gabriel Jesus' injury, and he's been doing really well. But how much pressure do you put on yourself in a positive way, of course, to score when you get these chances?
I try not to put too much pressure. I know I'm capable of scoring goals. You know, it's just about being patient, getting in the right areas, and working every day. I'm training hard, even when I'm playing, not playing, scoring, not scoring. Always putting on the work on the training pitch to make sure I'm sharp. And you know, moments like this are good rewards for it.
Well done, then, Eddie. Thank you.
Very much. Cheers.
Brilliant performance from Eddie Nketiah. He couldn't have asked for much more when you step into the shoes of Gabriel Jesus.
Absolutely. 3 goals, well deserved. He's a goal scorer. He's a player that every time he plays, he wants to score goals, and he's shown that really, really well this afternoon.
Yeah, and the first goal of the 3, how much of it was down to that first touch?
Everything. I think that even with the ball from Declan, I think it takes a slight deflection that we might not see here, but his adjustment and to put the ball exactly in the space where the defender stepped out of, and then to calmly compose himself and slot it is a brilliant finish. Great play from Arsenal.
Too easy maybe for Declan Rice's ball to get through?
Yeah, you could say that, but I think the defender tries to block it. Like I said, it does take a slight deflection, and I think that's what kills the defender, because the defender looks like he's going to anticipate to read it, but then doesn't stick his leg out, and after he does that, Nketiah sees the space and takes the ball in that area.
And with each goal, the finishing gets even better. What about this half volley, Kola?
Fantastic finish there. He's the first to react on the ball. He knows that the goalkeeper is fighting there, try to clear the ball, but Nketiah is there, ready to get the ball and shoot.
Literally the only place he could have put it as well. The rest of the goal was blocked out, and he made sure he hit it high and hard, and it's perfect finish.
Sheffield United not helping themselves there, though.
Definitely not helping themselves. I think they're in a whole lot of trouble, to be honest. If they continue conceding goals and upon goals, I can't see a way out of it for them.
Yeah. The next goal is quite a pivotal one. Not only does it complete his first Premier League hat-trick for Eddie Nketiah, it's his first goal from outside the penalty area, Kolo.
Yeah, I think he's a player that is a fox in the box, I will call him.
Yeah.
He remind me of your dad, Sean, because he's a guy that he will always want to score goals in the box. He's already there. But here again, you can see the quality there. He turned, his first thing is to look where the goalkeeper is. He see there's no pressure on him. He shoot the ball. Great goal. I really love goals that are from strikers.
Actually, you say he looks up. I don't think he does.
Do you know what he does look at? He looks where the defender is. He uses the defender as a shield, and he comes back into the near post, which helps him with the strike. It's a beautiful strike.
Do you think if both Nketiah or Jesus played down the middle?
Yeah, I think he would. Yes, just based on that, he's more of a natural finisher. Jesus, I think, is an all-round player. He'll drift out to the right, the left, the centre. Whereas Nketiah wants to stay in between that 2 18-yard lines right in front of the goal, where he knows he can make the goals go in and give an important result to, obviously, Arsenal. OK, so 3-0 up. There were a couple of penalty appeals for Arsenal. One of them wasn't given. This was on Eddie Nketiah. At the time, Sean, you thought this should have been given? I still think it should be given. I think the defender doesn't play the ball at all, and it's his leg. They might say he initiated contact, but that's his running technique. Yeah. So his right foot's only coming back into technique, and I think it touches the back of his heel. He can't help that. Carlo?
I think it's a penalty because Nketiah touched the ball before the defender, and then the defender kicked his feet. And for me, it's a penalty defending.
You do, OK. But Arsenal did get one in the end, of course. Ollie Norwood fouling Fabio Vieira, substitute, coming off the bench.